Hi there, welcome back to another Peak District adventure. So today I'm in the Buxton part of the Peak District. And today's walk has involved parking on Macclesfield Old Road, and then I've followed the path beyond Derbyshire Bridge, past the Cat and Fiddle, and now I'm making my way over towards Shutlingsloe. From there I'm hoping to take in a place called Errwood Hall, which is the remains of a hall that dates back to the 1800s. Will depend on time and how much energy I've got though, because that will add a few extra miles onto the walk. This weekend is the 70th anniversary of the Peak District, so the weather gods have marked the occasion with some absolutely stunning spring sunshine. Much warmer than last week. I'd planned to come over to the Buxton part of the Peak District last week, but saw the snow forecast and went a little bit closer to home in Eyam instead. This area often gets cut off when there's snow. Right, okay, I'll catch up with you along the trail. Let's see what today brings. So over there we have our first view of Shutlingsloe. Looks like there's a few people on there, as you'd expect on a day like today. And that's the path we're taking down to it. Had a lovely little descent there down Danethorn Hollow, past a place called the Cumberland Brook. Ankle snapping descent, you have to be careful, but absolutely gorgeous. I can see Shutlingsloe in the distance now. It looks quite a steep climb up, I'll show you shortly. One of my favourite things about spring is lambing season. Love them. We're getting ever closer. I think this must be the Peak District's version of Rosebery Topping. That's the first bit of the climb done. Next bit to go. There's a party on the top of here, loads of people. Be a quick stop and move on today, I think. So after that short sharp climb up onto Shutlingsloe, as expected it was very busy on the top, so I didn't stick around too long. Some fantastic views though of Gradback Hill over to the Roaches. You can see views over to Shining Tor and Cat's Tor. And I think it's called Sutton Common BT Tower over Macclesfield Way. It's good views of that. Little bit hazy beyond there. I think sometimes from up here you can see over to the Shropshire Hills, etc., but a bit too hazy in the distance for that. So I'm now going to make my way over towards Macclesfield Forest before looping back round over towards the Shining Tor area. Found a great spot for lunch today, overlooking Macclesfield Forest. Just peak Trenterbank Reservoir there. It's an absolutely gorgeous day today. So the eagle-eyed amongst you may have spotted my rather blingy trail shoes that I'm wearing today. Today's the first time since, must have been since last autumn, that I've actually hiked in anything other than boots. But today actually, or say today, this week, just gone, marks the start of my training for my planned Pennine Way attempt, which I'm hoping to walk in September. So I've started a strength building programme, and I'm planning to walk the Pennine Way in trail shoes, non-waterproof too. What can possibly go wrong? So I'm going to be testing a couple of different brands out over the next few months to see if they're going to do the job for me or not. So over there, if I'm not mistaken, is the Cat and Fiddle pub that I walked by earlier. Today's route took me down there, kind of round to where I am now. Got quite a cool little view there of Shutlingsloe. Just made it to Goyt Farm. Got a couple of options here. Can either carry on and walk alongside that road, or a far more interesting route is down there alongside that little brook or stream up onto the top. That's where we'll go. So that was a nice climb up from the farm there. If you are going that way, the path actually differs from what's marked on the map, but someone's helpfully put stakes in the ground to kind of steer you back up to the road. I managed to christen the trail shoes in that part of the walk as well, because it was boggy. So my feet got wet, but literally within 2 or 3 minutes they're dry again. So fingers crossed, I'm hoping these will do the job. Right, okay, so I'm almost at Shining Tor, but I haven't decided yet whether I'm going to go up there or make my way over to Errwood Hall. Mrs. Johnson has said I've got to be home for 6 tonight because she's doing a roast beef dinner. And if I'm not back on time, the cat will be getting my dinner and I'll be getting the cat's dinner. And I know which one I prefer, so I must make sure I'm home on time. So I've decided I'm going to head off over to Errwood Hall. Shining Tor look busy. There's a trig point up there, so they're always busy around trig points. I can just see Errwood Reservoir just in the distance there, and the Errwood Hall is in the woodland at the side of it. So I'm not too far away, to be honest. I should be okay. And I should be eating roast beef dinner tonight, but we'll see. I think over in the far distance, very hazy, but that's the massive Kinder Scout if I'm not mistaken. So I've made it to Errwood Hall. So this hall was owned throughout its life by the Grimshaw family, built in around the 1830s and demolished 100 years later in the 1930s. So what you've seen here on footage is all that remains of it. Not a lot more to say really. So I did a bit of research online, but there's not a massive amount about it. Well worth checking out though. It's kind of hidden off the main path in the woodland here, but it is well signposted if you wanted to come and check it out. I came here with my friends Simon and Tom just over a year ago now. I'm sure there's a graveyard somewhere. I might go and have a quick look. I seem to recall that we stumbled on that, but I could be making that up. spy an ice cream van in that car park down there. If I don't get a wriggle on, that's all I'll be having for my tea. So I've just had a stunning little walk there alongside the river through the Goyt Valley heading over to Goytsloe Quarry. I think one of the reasons why I'm racing, I got in a race against time, is I'm using the photography camera today, so I'm forever stopping to take photographs. In fact, I need to stop in a second to take another one of a little mini waterfall here. I've got about 1.5 miles to go to get back to the car now, so should just about do it, hopefully. So what a fantastic walk this has been. About 1/2 mile away from the car now. Thoroughly enjoyed this one. First time ever up Shutlingsloe. Impressed, albeit I would recommend going in the week if you like places like that to yourself. But the highlight for me is walking through the Goyt Valley. Beautiful, peaceful, didn't see a soul through there. My kind of walking. The trail shoes have been absolutely fantastic. Very impressed with these. The acid test will be when it's absolutely chucking it down and whether I get blisters or not. But we'll cross that bridge when we come to it. As always, there'll be a link to today's route in the description of this video. If you don't want to do the 15-mile loop I've done, there's loads of places where you can cut it short and do a variation of this one. I'm going to have to just be careful now because I'm going through a bog, as you can probably hear. But highly recommended. Thoroughly enjoyed it. So, all that remains for me to say is thanks as always for watching. We'll see you on the next video. It's goodbye from me. Bye for now.